Thank you, Madam Speaker. September 11th serves as a reminder to each of us and our allies across the world, across the planet, of the tragic loss of nearly 3,000 innocent Americans. It also serves as a reminder of our strength as a nation to stand united in the face of terrorism. Yes, 23 years ago, we remember and we will never forget the lives lost that fateful day as we witness the strength and bravery of individuals who sacrificed everything to help their fellow New Yorkers, colleagues at the Pentagon, and fellow passengers and crew members of United Airlines Flight 93. We remember, Madam Speaker, Port Authority police officer Bruce Reynolds, who raced from the George Washington Bridge south to the towers to give his life in support of New Yorkers. Today, we honor him with Bruce's Garden in Inwood, along with 22 other members of the Inwood community who were either raised or lived in that community and gave their lives on that fateful day. We remember Yamel Josefina Merino, a 24-year-old emergency respondent who raced down to the Southern Tower, tried to help people, and was one of the first victims of that attack. Since 2001, we have worked to increase the benefits for those that have been affected in the aftermath. I am a proud co-sponsor of the 9/11 Respondent and Survivor Health Funding Correction Act, which will provide additional funding to the program that provides treatments to 9/11 respondents and survivors. September 11th is a solemn day in our nation's history. It brought our nation together. We remember how churches in my district had processions in the street. Thousands of local residents participated. And we had heroes from Harlem, East Harlem, from the Bronx, from Washington Heights, Inwood, from Hamilton Heights, who gave their lives for our nation. And while 23 years ago have passed since the attacks, we remember and mourn the lives we lost and reflect on the sacrifices and heroism of our first responders and vow to never forget. I know many young people who were not there on that day perhaps have forgotten or the memory has faded. We will never forget the heroism of the men and women who gave up everything for our country, for democracy. We will never forget 9/11 and cannot ignore the magnitude of emotion and remembrance as we reflect on the lives of survivors, their families, and first responders. May God continue to bless our 9/11 families and first responders, and may God continue to bless these United States of America. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll yield back the remaining part of my time.